Welcome back to Poor Man Printing, guys, and today we're going to talk about FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Lately, there's been a lot of posts on Twitter, Facebook, so on Instagram about the Omi token. Like, why is it going down? It keeps going down. We're going to Ethereum network and everything else. It still keeps going down. So we're going to listen to it straight from the horse's mouth. Okay. Remember, like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. And let's get into this, dude. All right, guys. So beer of the day is coffee. Yeah. It's still early, guys. I mean, I could float some cereal in some beer or something, but no, we're not going to do all that. So let's just get straight into it, man. So right here, we have this post made by Mr. Green Lights Crypto. And he seems like a very smart person, and I'm not hating on anybody, everybody's got their own opinion and how they invest their money. So there's nothing wrong with that. But he's broke it down, talking about OMI token, every logistics part of it, pretty much. There's a few things he's missing, but what I'm saying is you can't really put a price on OMI because there's so many things that's going to happen with OMI. I mean, it really is. So basically, we're just going to listen straight from the horse's mouth, guys. This is coming straight from Reese. You can take it how you want it. I'm still bullish on it. I'm always going to be bullish on it because what they're bringing to the VV app, I mean, it's insane, guys. So yeah, let's just listen to it, and then, you judge what you want to judge.
Reese, something that's popped up quite a bit, obviously with the price drop with Omi is there was a very, very detailed Twitter feed a couple of days ago from a guy, I forget his name. It was like a 50 tweet analysis of the token, and he says he's a big lover of VV, but he sold all his Omi tokens. We get it on our Facebook group a lot, saying, people believe that there shouldn't be an Omi token at all. They should just focus on VV as the app. Are you able to just give, I guess, a layman's terms of why the Omi token exists? Your focus on that versus VV?
Yep. Yeah. So the token exists, that when we first started raising money, that was the route we chose to take. Now, all of those tokens were sold essentially as future credits to be able to reclaim and purchase your collectibles on the platform. But just in general, as a fundraising mechanism that crypto provides through whether it's an ICO or just a general token sale or whatever, is revolutionary in itself, right? It lets the little guy, it lets all of us choose where to put our money and to invest in something we believe in, as opposed to just trying to raise capital from VC and profit-driven companies. So, we were always building this platform for users and for collectors, and that was one way for us to access that marketplace without unfairly cutting everybody out. So that's where the Omi token started, and that was the point, and that's why it got built into the ecosystem and remains so today, to reward those users. Now, we are a tech company. And obviously VV is the platform and the product, and that has been built specifically for the mainstream. But that doesn't mean we wanted to build it in a way that disadvantaged or cut out the people who showed their faith in us in the first place, and believed in our vision and the idea. Now, of course, along that journey, people are always going to drop off because they lose their belief or they don't have the conviction to follow that through, and that's fine. If that's the way that people want to go about it.
That's what I'm saying. People in crypto, they expecting this token to just skyrocket like every other shit token that has no use in it. But you got OMI, which has a million uses for it. So that's pretty much what he's explaining. It takes time. Everything these guys are doing takes time. Real license in the real world takes time. Not some promise like, hey, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then nothing ever happens. Or they rogue pull on you. Oh, shit tokens, So yeah.
Cool. But as I've said a few times, for people who truly understand the potentiality of VV, and we all agree and believe that that's where this is going, it just seems a no-brainer to hold the token. I mean, to me anyway, right?
Yep.
Like it's as this tech builds out, as the adoption continues, as we leverage the 100+ brands and fan bases that we are literally talking about millions and millions of people coming into the app, which will always be burning that token and reducing the supply over time. Now, it's not, I think most people in crypto lose interest if they don't go a million X in 5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
What most of the FUD and carry on is, this has always been a slow burn. You know, we saw some crazy growth as people recognized the platform, obviously the first few months of this year. But yeah, the system's designed to slowly deflate the token supply over time, predicated on the sale of the NFTs, right? As more people come in, sales increase, market activity increases, token burn increases.
And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, we are so early. I don't care what anybody says. Like, oh yeah, all you say, you're so early. Yeah, we are. We just got like Supergirl, Batgirl, you know, Catwoman, and the other chick, I forgot her name, Mara, yeah. So, I mean, we haven't even seen no really big drop shit. We got Batman. Batman's huge, don't get me wrong, but Batman's pretty much been played out. But, and then you got upgrades, okay? And I'm bringing some more videos to you. We're talking about land and VV, okay? All the upgrades. You get an NFT car. Let's just say you know you got the DeLorean. You want to change the rims. You get a new paint job. I mean, it is a no-brainer, guys. It really is. I mean, you cannot put a number on this. But let's listen.
So yeah, that's the integration. That was the reasoning behind having a token in the first place. It's just another way for us to open access to people and you know, potentially benefit their financial future. But like with any investment, you have to understand what it is you've invested in. You have to have the conviction that it's going to get there. And I, for one, have that conviction wholeheartedly. So
for sure. And I guess my response to that, sorry, Kay, 1 second, is just
oh yeah, sure.
I'm invested in traditional shares, right? Traditional stocks, which I've actually sold quite a bit of recently. And you know, we don't have much of a say in those businesses, right? Whether it's BHP here or whatever stock you might have. Whereas with VV, you know, we're chatting to you, we're chatting to Dan, we're in there, we're using it. The stickiness, as Trev said, is insane, right? I joked about it the other day. We need VV Anonymous group because we're all addicts to it. Cavell's YouTube yesterday about, it won't just be, in my opinion, us buying NFTs, which will cause the burn of the tokens. It will be, you know, you'll have gamification. You'll be doing things in the VVverse, which will also, you know, potentially burn. So it's not just going to be NFTs. So yeah, I'm invested strongly for those reasons. Correct.
And as we
and that's why I'm invested. I mean, yeah, it's a no-brainer, guys.
Stimulate the marketplace. You know, at the moment there's that 2.5% that's getting burnt, right? I think that economy becomes exponentially larger than purchasing from the store. You know, so even though it's a smaller percentage being burnt, like if you have 10 million people in that app and they're all actively trading collectibles between themselves to complete their sets, to earn master collector points, to, you know, all these other incentivization things to stimulate that economy, that the burn rate from that is just going through the roof.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not a big collector. All y'all know this. I don't follow comics. I don't know all that stuff. I like good movies, you know, but I'm into cars. But with VV dropping sets each week or 2 or 3, you know, it's kind of expensive, but like, I don't know which way to go. Like, I want to put more money in Omi, but I also want to buy NFTs to complete my sets because I know the master collector is coming. And it's going to benefit the Omi tokers for staking, early access to some of the NFTs that's dropping. Like, I don't know which way to go. It's a brilliant plan by VV because it actually makes everybody buy NFTs for some reason. And there you go. So yeah, let's listen.
You know,
exactly. Yeah, and how liquid it is, right? It's just so easy to do it. You just jump on there and you can buy and sell within literally seconds. Whereas now you try and get on eBay or something, you've got to send something.
Yeah,
it just seems old school, right? So.
And you've got to find a collector that is interested enough to buy the thing you were selling. You know, whereas VV brings it all in house. You've got a marketplace there. You can literally filter and search through these things and sell something to someone across the world in fractions of a second. That in itself is a technology that will be exponentially adopted, and just a paradigm. That's a new paradigm in collecting, as opposed to the physical world of collecting. And then, as you said, we build in more and more utilities for the token, right? I mean, there's going to be staking opportunities to increase your master collector ranking.
There it is. You just heard it from the horse's mouth. Staking opportunities.
VVverse will use the token. Like everything we build out from this point, we'll use that in some way. So yeah, it's absolutely not just going to be the sale of NFTs in the store. There's already other mechanisms there that reduce the supply over time, and we'll continue to build those in too. Obviously, because we're token holders as well. We're creating value for everybody in doing that. It's to everyone's benefit to do that. And then it maintains the stickiness, as you said, because it's just another way for people to be involved with what we're doing and with the product and the company. So
right. Yeah. And I think that just from being in crypto so long, I think a lot of people are new to, and I have a kind of a skewed, they kind of have a skewed outlook of crypto, just because Dogecoin and of course Shiba and everything like that, where yes, there's gains, but if you backtrack a little bit, tokens like Bitcoin or ADA, even Ethereum. I remember looking at Ethereum at like $6 or $10 and thinking that was expensive, but that's all hindsight, right? And those are solid projects that now look, they look amazing now, but it took years to build up to that. And I think that a lot of people that are new to crypto kind of have need to maybe take a step back and kind of realize, like, for this to build up, you obviously, like you were saying, with all the, all like the master collectors, staking and things like that, like that's going to build up. And I think people need to, take a step back and realize, and smell the coffee on that a little bit. So,
and see, Kyle is right. A lot of people's like, man, I wish I knew about Bitcoin back in the day. I wish I knew about Ethereum back in the day when it was $1 or so. I don't know what really at, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty low. This is why I make these videos, because I'm telling you right now, you could probably come back a year or 2 years later and see these videos like, damn, he was telling us. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a very big investment. It just takes time. It's like losing weight, you ain't going to lose 20, 30 pounds in 1 week. You might lose a couple pounds here, maybe 5 pounds on a good week. Me, when I lift weights, my main goal is to lose only 2.5 pounds per week. That's it, because I don't want to burn any muscle. So it's the same thing. You just got to have patience. People these days do not have patience, including me, and I'm not talking shit about any other altcoin. But like Dogecoin, I made a lot of money off Dogecoin. Don't get me wrong. Safe Moon, you make your money. If you can make money in that, make your money. But this OMI, yeah, this is a no-brainer, guys. This is a working platform for a working token. I mean, it is what it is.
That's my little soapbox.
Yeah, there's a lot of instant gratification going on, and it's people just need to kind of slow down, back up, let the app do its thing, let the market do its thing.
Correct. And I think it's pretty crucial to remember that a lot of people are new to crypto, right? Anyone who's joined crypto in the last 6 months has just seen the number go up, right, until this week. And they really get complacent, and they think that that's what it is. It's really easy to make money because you just throw $100 at some dog shit coin and it's going to go through the roof because everybody else says it is, and those same investors, and I say investors very loosely, are going to learn the hard way that if there's nothing backing that token except for hype, that token is going to nothing. Whereas we are, and I say this to people all the time, literally one of the only projects in crypto that has a user base and a real product. Everyone froths on Cardano, and I'm a fan of the chain. There's nothing built on it. There are no users on Cardano, and it has a $60 billion valuation right now. So yeah, I just think a bit of perspective is important. I think a lot of people are going to get burnt buying all these hype coins. I know, right? I saw it happen in 2017. I've been through this. I sat through crypto winter for 2.5 years, learning about the space and understanding what actually gives these things long-term value, right? And as you just said, Ethereum at $6 seemed expensive, and it probably was then. Ethereum now, I think, is vastly undervalued based on what they have coming, right? It's one of the only chains that is actually generating fees. And although those gas fees are high, they're high because things are being built on them, you know?
And that's another thing, I'm new to crypto too, so, it's just my opinion. But Ethereum, I believe in the long run, is going to pass Bitcoin, because Ethereum is a beautiful system. It's the new updated version of Bitcoin. It really is. And that's why all these NFT projects are going to Ethereum, especially Immutable X. I mean, Immutable X is a platform on top of Ethereum, right? That they don't have a token. You can't buy Immutable X. So when you trade or sell your NFT, there's no gas fees to it. Because if this gets really big, it's going to be a lot of trading, a lot of buying going on, and these gas fees will kill you. But with Immutable X on top of Ethereum, you're not going to have that problem, guys. You won't. And Ethereum is it's going to skyrocket. I'm about to buy some Ethereum. I ain't even playing around. Not financial advice, of course.
It's actually being used, right? And it's validating that use case of the technology. So, yeah, I think a lot of people they don't know enough about the space, and then they make assumptions based on a number going up instead of fundamentals, and fundamentals will win out every single time in this industry.
I feel like it's time for you to show your bags to the community here and to let us know what
you about to show us bags
projects you're invested in, or which one.
Yeah, it's a little bonus to the video.
Obviously, Omi. That's number one. Ethereum, I am a big holder of these days. Well, I guess big is a matter of perspective, but fundamentally, I think that's already won the race as the go-to chain. Visa's settling on it. Governments are building on it for central bank digital currencies. All the best developers are on there. I really think that's won the race as the base layer platform, and with scaling and layer twos, I think they're going to take it out. So I think from a chain perspective, that's the winner. I'll always hold Bitcoin. People lose sight of it because they think it's slow and clunky and all those things, and it is. But Bitcoin is a finished product. Compared to most blockchains or products that are in development, Bitcoin could do nothing from this point on, and it will still hold value because it has that cash supply and it has that store of value narrative. So yeah, really, and I give this advice to everybody in crypto from many lessons learned and years of losing money. Bitcoin and Ethereum should make up a big majority of your portfolio. It's okay to have other stuff, and I absolutely think we should be supporting other things. I think Cardano is going to have a place. I absolutely hold some ADA. But really in 5-10 years time, I just don't see a future where there's more than 5, 6, max, maybe 10 blockchains that run all the base layer infrastructure for this industry, and then the apps get built on top of them. It's like the Samsung iPhone race, there's the two, there's Android and iOS, right? And then everything gets built on top of those. I think of blockchain the same way for those things. Now, I have a few scaling technology projects. I like Omise Go. I used to hold some Raiden, but the state channels thing doesn't seem to be in favor now for scaling. But I like to invest in different sectors for different things. DWeb, like file storage, things like that, Filecoin. I think that's going to be a big narrative play out. We've seen perfect example. I was talking to someone yesterday about the GameStop thing that we all saw happen, and they got deplatformed, right? I think Discord kicked them off. I think Robinhood shut them down, all of those kind of things. So every time something like that happens in the mainstream, the push to decentralization in general becomes stronger, right? So that those things can't get cut out. And if you're following that trend on a macro scale, you can really see that those decentralized protocols are going to win that race as well. I think the same thing applies to borrowing and lending markets. Anything that opens financial services to the unbanked, because now anyone with a smartphone in their pocket can access financial services. And in the Western world, where we consider smartphones, iPhones and Samsung Galaxies and those things, but I think still to this day, the most sold phone is the Nokia 1000 or something, which is a basic smartphone selling in developing countries. That opens access to financial services. So the ability to borrow and lend based against those holdings are incredible, and the base collaterals in DeFi are Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I really think that people should be looking more strongly at those instead of going for the next moonbag. And yeah, it might take some more patience before that value increases exponentially, but that I think it's a safer play to have value adoption come from fundamentals and from use than from speculation. I think everyone would agree with that.
So there you go, guys. There you go. Reese has pretty much explained every reason to hold OMI. It's going to take patience. He actually showed his bag. Our old saying is, you hang out with people that you want to be like. So, I'm hanging out with Reese, businessman. He knows how to make money. So you're going to learn how to make money. You hang out with some shit bag, you're going to learn how to be a shit bag. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I got for you today. Just creeping up on this FUD here. Poor man printing. Oh.